Now go.
Okay, so the place I did my internship was Dominion Services for All People. The mission of Dominion Services for All People, which is known as DSFAP, is to help each person design to act care, take authority over his or her life in a positive and self-significant manner, which will aid in the enhancement of each person's self-esteem, growth, and level of responsibility. It is our goal that each person will become a productive human in society. So some of the services they have are anger management, individual counseling, group counseling, social skills, college prep, game prevention, character development, transportation, sex offender treatment. So the code ethics I would say I use most during my internship would be dignity, worth of a person, relationships, and competence. I was able to display this by bonding and forming relationship with each individual resident. I also maintain trust and confidentiality and enforce respect within the house. Dominion Services does not use technology. Everything is handwritten, so we write notes and our daily log to discuss what may have occurred while we were um, at work that day. So each person that comes in can be informed of what happened that day. So everything is on paper. We normally don't use technology, but we do make sure that they don't use technology, so they're not able to get on social media. They use a phone, but that's basically the only technology they use. So the client I have, we'll call her Ashley. She's a white teenage girl, a high school student. She has a strong connection with her family, especially her mother. Some of her interests are animals, and she also likes to draw. Issues she's expressed is she would prefer to live back home. She does not have good eating habits. She also does not really communicate well within the household with the peers she stays, or communicating any issues she may have with any of the workers to inform them what is going on in the house. So Ashley, some of her strong points would be her mother, YMCA, church, and her weaknesses would be friends because she has a hard time communicating. She's more so of a loner. And then hospital, because she loves the hospital and she tries to find any reason to go there, as well as police. She's really fascinated with cops as well. So far as her dad's side, her and her mother's side, her grandfather and grandmother are both deceased, and she has one sibling, which is her brother. So issues that affect the client would be health issues. One of the isms that I choose would be ableism, because of her mental and physical challenges that she does have. Eating and obesity, intellectual, emotional, and social development. So I was able to help by having open conversations with the client, performing social activities with the client to help her open up more with her peers. So just giving her tips and activities of better ways to communicate and get her point across, not only to those within the house, but to the workers as well. So if she has an issue, she it's better to communicate and let them be aware of any problems or issues she may have. Also giving the patient resources and ways to cope and respond with conflict. So I was able to establish a relationship with Ashley by being a listening ear. Some of the values I displayed were confidentiality, trust, dignity, and worth of a person. Some of the issues discussed previously were her emotional responses and eating habits. Ashley stated she was on the borderline of being diabetic, so cutting back on junk food is one goal we set for her, as well as learning how to respond to stressful situations and speaking up for herself and notifying the workers as well as the counselors when something is bothering her, instead of just lashing out or getting upset without informing anyone why she's upset. Also, she participated in the goal process by giving suggestions on ways to redirect her eating habits, as well as identifying coping methods to help relieve any anger, such as drawing and reading. Some of her strengths would be a caring mother, going to the YMCA and library, and then she also has an in-home counselor, and as well as she attends group therapy within the house, which both are done once a week. So services available to the client are individual counseling, group therapy, anger management, a psychiatrist, and a clinical case manager, as well as a vocational coach. I was able to monitor her progress by checking in with her weekly. I was able to find out some of my strengths were patience, organization, and time management. A learning experience I took from this is coping methods, because not everyone responds to stressful situations in the same manner. Also, everyone views a stressful events are different. So this experience has allowed me to grow in learning how to respond myself, how to be resourceful, and how to show more empathy, and those are just some of the things I've learned so far with working for Dominion Services for All People, which is a group home for young teenagers between the ages of 15 and 18.